infamous rogue traders. With very strong language, it's the notorious kitchen cowboy.
Home sweet home.
In Ramsbottom Cemetery lives Britain's most notorious rogue trader.
People sometimes ask me, you're not scared living in the graveyard? No, I'm not scared living in the graveyard. They're all dead. There's no problems in the graveyard. Problems begin when you drive out of the graveyard.
Vance Miller has been accused of conning hundreds of customers and making millions of pounds selling shoddy kitchens. He was the first person in Britain to be served with a stop now order, a new law demanding that persistent rogue traders clean up their act. But the complaints about Vance's kitchens have continued to pour in. Now he's back in court, charged with breaching his stop now order, and faces up to 2 years in prison.
Vance Miller from Ramsbottom near Bury was in court again today, accused of ripping off his customers by selling them shoddy kitchens. As for the latest allegations against his kitchens firm, he told our reporter Stuart Flinders, business is booming.
Vance has a long list of criminal convictions and a reputation of being a law unto himself.
He's a showman, but he can also be violent. He threw a fire extinguisher at a BBC reporter who went to his factory. His reputation led one BBC programme to take extreme precautions. When they tried to interview him, he wasn't talking.
At his fortress-like factory in Oldham, his loyal workforce keep out unwanted visitors.
Please don't throw any more stones. You could endanger the filming crew. Thank you.
No journalist has ever made it inside. We wanted to know what was going on behind the high fences and barbed wire. Was it really a multi-million-pound scam run by a ruthless conman? We asked Vance if we could film his business in the month leading up to his trial's verdict. Surprisingly, he let us in.
Right, I'm going to start going through the names now. We let everybody know, £2 a time. Okay, starting with Bernard.
Hello, man.
Mark. Little John. Yeah, you just been docked £2, pal. Why didn't you not have your radio on?
I was just unloading a wagon, sorry.
Anybody that doesn't answer the radio gets fined £2.
Why is that?
Well, what's the point of fucking having a radio if they're not going to use it?
So how big is this place?
500,000 square foot. It's the largest mill in the north of England. We're the 4th largest kitchen retailer in the country on volume of kitchens going out. The majority of the gear comes from China. These cabinets down here, they've just come in yesterday from Poland. Pioneer, this comes in from Africa. Yeah, we don't mess about really.
Vance's prices drastically undercut the competition. For under £1,000, a self-assembly kitchen arrives at the customer's door, complete with units, worktops, oven, hob, extractor, sink and even taps. Vance sells 400 kitchens a week and it's strictly cash on delivery. His annual turnover exceeds £20 million.
Of course we take a lot of cash, we take a fucking humongous amount of cash. Ready's, yeah? Sweet, sit down, That's everything, yeah?
Vance has always been good at making money, and for the last 20 years he hasn't let the law get in his way. Over a pint, he agreed to run through his criminal CV.
The first charge I ever had was, handling a bleacher beacon.
How old were you then?
16ish, I think. Then 17. Bought a load of stolen jewellery. These guys were knocking about with a big bag of stolen jewellery, so a greedy arse here thought, whoa, I'll have a bit of that, I can make a few quid on that. So I bought it, sold it. 18 months for it. I got charged with bringing in 6 million quid worth of gold bullion from Belgium into England. Assaults, I got done for assaulting a fucking police officer. Kidnapping, fucking hell, that were good, weren't it? Fucking hell. No categories, no insurance on my car, and having an accident in Morocco. They locked me up for a few days there. Smuggling diamonds into America. Yeah, do I look like a fucking gangster?
But it's no wonder.
No, it's a fuck's sake wonder. No, it's no wonder, really. No. Quite entertaining, isn't it, really?
And it's no wonder that they kind of think, oh, this guy's gone into kitchens now. He's going to...
Class A kitchens, yeah. Yeah, Class A kitchens, that's probably what they're looking at. Dangerous fucking tackle, them kitchens, Fucking hell, man. Ruin them, man. You can destroy them, man.
Customer service.
But for some customers, his kitchens were no laughing matter.
So have you still not received anything yet, Mr. McCormick? No, I haven't, no.
Just simply couldn't do that because we don't have an express delivery service, you see.
I don't want to shout at anybody, I just want a kitchen that's working.
The kitchen rogue. Dreams turn to despair.
Last year, Vance sold 20,000 kitchens, received 180 complaints to trading standards, and made dozens of newspaper headlines.
More victims of a rogue trader. The return of the kitchen rogue. Kitchen rogue exposed by the Manchester Evening News is facing jail.
I really do apologise about the inconvenience caused.
I think you're being very reasonable.
I've been trying to get through for ages and ages and ages.
Court bans kitchen rogues. The last saloon for the kitchen cowboy. The most disgusting con merchant ever to affront the British public.
If I haven't got the kitchen tomorrow, tell me what I'm going to do. I'm going to phone my solicitor and I'm going to phone the trading standards people. This is disgusting.
Just give us a chance to do it, we will sort the problem out for you.
Frustrated customers mostly complain of missing items, damaged goods, and delays in delivery.
There are some real genuine complaints. There's some things that, when I look at it, as I explained to you today, one where a woman had to wait 6 weeks for a bleeding dresser unit to arrive. Well, 6 weeks, and we were charged with not delivering within a reasonable time. Well, what can I say? It's like, yeah, you're right, it is totally unreasonable that we would deliver 6 weeks late. This product, the poor woman's got to live with a big gap on her wall for 6 weeks. But when you're delivering 20,000 kitchens a year, 400 kitchens a week, something like, things like this are going to get through the net. Yeah, you're right, Your Honour, it is not reasonable, but is it reason to send me to jail, for God's sake? If you're buying a car, the car is built in the factory. With our job, the product has to leave the factory in about 3,000 different components. And when I say 3,000 components, the hinge can be 10 different components. So when I say 3,000 components, it's like 30,000. It's amazing the amount of things that have to go right for that kitchen. So when that kitchen arrives at that customer's house, if there is a hinge missing, or if there is something broken, something's been broken in transit, etc., the customer is the first person to find out.
Desperate to finish their kitchens, customers descend on Maple Mill from all over the country. It seemed to us the complaints weren't so much about the quality of the goods, but more the incompetent delivery of them.
The kitchens look alright. The door and the finish is superb. The handles look alright. I mean, I can't understand what the problem is when you come. You have to wait and wait and wait. Christ, we've had 3 weeks. We've run them every day virtually.
How long have you been waiting here today?
About 2.5 hours now. 2 hours. You'll have to come back, mate.
Every time a customer reports Vance to trading standards, he's in breach of his Stop Now order, the law designed to stamp out rogue traders. If he doesn't stop the complaints, Vance could be jailed for 2 years when he returns to court next week.